Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is December 10th. We are right smack in the middle of the winter meetings, and last night we got our first hints at a possible move that the Yankees could be up to. This tweet from Jason Mackey. Jason Mackey is a beat writer for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He said, "Heard today from a couple of sources that the Pirates and the Yankees have had conversations involving Jameson Taillon and Josh Bell. Unsure on the seriousness or scope, but it's an interesting match." And I agree with Jason Mackey that it is an interesting match. Jameson Taillon missed all of 2020 with his second Tommy John surgery, but he's a guy who I've always liked. He's a guy who throws in the mid to upper 90s. He's got a good, hard, sharp breaking ball. He was actually the number 2 overall pick in the draft behind Bryce Harper in 2010. And I've always liked his stuff. Now, there is a question, can you come back from 2 Tommy John surgeries? A few guys have done it, Nathan Eovaldi being one, Johnny Venters another, but he's a relief pitcher. So it remains to be seen. Jameson Taillon is just 29 years old, but I do like his stuff. He could slot into the Yankees rotation and be basically a number 2 or number 3 guy if he's healthy. And he's a guy who throws really hard and has really good stuff, but has never had very high strikeout numbers. So that might be something that pitching coach Matt Blake can work with him on making his pitches a little bit more missable. You know, he's got a high spin rate and he's got a really good breaking ball, but for some reason, guys just don't miss it. They foul it off. In 2018, he had a pretty good season. He made 32 starts. He was 14-10. With a 3.20 ERA, 191 innings, 179 strikeouts, so less strikeouts than innings pitched in the National League, which is not something you expect from a guy who throws 96 miles an hour with a good breaking ball. So there is room for improvement for Jameson Taillon. He's just got to prove that he's healthy. Also, another guy that the Yankees are looking at in this trade is Josh Bell. Now, Josh Bell is a first baseman. He's a switch hitter. He's 28 years old. He did not have a good year in 2020. Hit just .226 with 8 home runs and 22 RBIs. But he had a season very much like Gleyber Torres in 2019. He hit .277 with 37 home runs, 116 RBIs, 37 doubles. He's got a little bit of speed. He walked 74 times, so he's patient at the plate, had a .936 OPS. And he was an all-star. He finished 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting back in 2017, hit 26 home runs, then had a down year the following year with 12 home runs in 148 games in 2018, and then back up again in 2019, back down again in 2020. So he's been a bit up and down, but he is a switch hitter. I do like the way he swings the bat. He uses the whole field. And this is only the type of move that you make if you're thinking about making some kind of other major move that involves Luke Voit, because you've already got the Major League home run leader at first base in Luke Voit. Or you could be looking at Josh Bell as kind of a part-time player. You know, if they believe that his downswing last year was permanent and you really just want him as a platoon option against righties, you know, to hit left-handed in Yankee Stadium, you could bring him in for that role, but why bother? You've already got Mike Ford, who can pretty much do the same role. He did not have a great year either, but Mike Ford is a guy who traditionally has hit in the past. So this is kind of an interesting move to think about. I don't see it going anywhere, but we'll see what happens. This is exactly the type of buy low in hopes of a great return investment that Brian Cashman likes to make. So stay tuned. Winter meetings are still in full swing, so you never know what might happen.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like and subscribe buttons. It helps YouTube suggest this video to other Yankees fans. Tune in all season long for series previews, post-game live streams, news, rumors, ranked lists, highlights, and long-form podcast episodes. See you next time.